Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you so much for making it this far. My goal is to see if an average person can make a mountain bike edit that other people are interested in or want to watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you along as I try to capture something interesting. I'm going to talk through my process, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to play the video, and I guess we'll determine whether this was a massive failure or not. I'm going to use just an average action camera. Yes, I'm lucky to have an action camera, but in terms of making video content, specifically like video edits, an action camera is well below average. It has a fixed lens, it has a fixed focal point, which means I can't change lenses, I can't zoom. In terms of exposure, I can't shoot a shallow depths of field, which means that the foreground and the background are blurred and the subject is just in focus. So I'm way limited there, way below average. I'm realizing now that I forgot my tripod, and it's in a bag that also contains extra batteries. So I have to get creative on how to place the camera, and I also have to do all of this on one battery, essentially make 2 videos on one battery. So I'm not making this any easier for myself. So when it comes to the content that I provide, that we provide, it really is just a vessel to offer entertainment or information, education. I don't believe that people inherently care about me as an individual. This isn't a sad story or a sob story. I think it's just truth. They just care about what they're going to get out of the time that they dedicate to a video. So when you make your content, when you make your mountain bike edit, as an average person like myself, we have to think about how to provide something that will keep individuals entertained. And when we're average, our skills often don't do it. But what can do it is a subtle storyline. So when you are planning and producing your edit, your video, keep in mind that storyline is going to be super important. Putting your shots together, think about telling that story that you want to tell. Now, your story doesn't have to be super literal. You know, we've all seen those middle school, high school music videos where the story is just the visual replication of the lyrics in the music video. It looks super amateur. So when you're thinking about your story, it doesn't have to be literal. In addition to that, when you're choosing music to go along with your video, obviously you're limited based on the licensing that you have, and that's all dependent on where you're gonna post it. But you don't want to pick a song that is just a lyrical match for what your visual content is. It doesn't offer any dynamics, it doesn't offer any layering. It's very one-dimensional when it comes to emotion. Don't use Bicycle by Queen or whatever the song is called to match your video. Way too literal. Now, if you were shooting videos of fat bottom girls, you can definitely use Queen Fat Bottom Girls, because let's be honest, that's hilarious if you just did videos of fat bottom girls to that song. Instead, I do wish I was more of a fat bottom boy, because I can never keep my pants up. So my legs look like they're about 6 inches shorter than they actually are, because my pants are always sagging. No matter how many squats, no matter how many mountains I pedal up, you know, my booty's flat as a board. When you're thinking about song choice, try to avoid something that's super popular. Super popular in social media, or just popular in general. Why? Because people already associate that song to a feeling or an emotion. Now I have 2 songs in mind that I want to use. I don't think anybody's heard them, but I think they're fitting for the story that I want to tell, or that I'm thinking about telling. They're not necessarily my favorite songs in the world, but I listen to a lot of music, I appreciate a lot of genres, and sometimes I just hear a song that has that cinematic quality that I think can attach itself to a video well and tell a cool story. Also know whether you can use it where you're going to post it. Now, if you're just going to send it to, you know, your ex-husband or your ex-wife or boyfriend or girlfriend or something, just to show them what they're missing out on, then by all means use any song you want. But if you post it on YouTube and other social medias, you're going to be limited. So I'm doing a long climb, and I don't necessarily want to use this climb in the video, because I'm not trying to tell a chronological story of my experience. So there's no point in using climb video. But the more B-roll, the more video that you can capture, the better, depending on how long your song is. So I have an idea for a shot here. It's going to utilize ferns, this stump thingy, and obviously my bike. And I'm going to try to do a shot that looks like it wouldn't be possible without a person helping, or a dolly or something, you know. I'm excited to ride this trail. It's a new build, so I haven't ridden it since the rebuild. So it's going to be new to me. So not only am I trying to create two videos, I'm also gonna have to learn the trail. I don't have any way to mount my camera. I don't have a chest harness and I don't have my full face, which I put the mount on my chin. So the only mount I have are my 5 right fingers. You should open a video by setting the bar kind of low. That way you don't set expectations high for the entirety of the video and you just can't match it after your first shot. So I'm gonna try to find some stuff to set expectations here. Don't get your skibbies in a bunch. Any nature pod that I make here to hold my camera, I put back. So I'm not trying to send any spiritual meaning with these rocks. That shot's not going to be good. It's just, I don't know if it's because I'm not warmed up, but I just couldn't make anything out of it. So you know, the thing with a fixed wide angle lens is everything looks terrible on it if it's not POV or super close up. So in order to make dynamic shots, you can zoom a little bit in post, but when you're shooting 4K and you're posting 4K, it's gonna impact quality when you start scaling. So really, I think the best way to handle that is to just use a lot of shots, a lot of angles, a lot of cuts. Thank you for your crotch tree. So now I'm gonna try to get this camera to a new stationary location and make it look like one clean shot, so I can link these two together, at least make something interesting. So see if we can do that. Don't know if that's going to work. Some things that could mess that up would be my shadow in the shot or changes in lighting, so we'll see. I should mention too, I'm not pretending like I own these trails. My head is on a swivel looking for other riders. I woke up at 4:30 this morning just to get out here before anybody would be on the trails. My biggest anxiety is these stupid videos I make, even impacting, you know, somebody's experience in a negative way, even in the slightest. It's just not a feeling I like to experience. To be completely honest with you, I don't think I'm riding all that well. I don't think I'm jumping super well. Like, I'm jumping fine. Just, I don't think I have a lot of style in my jumping. I think it's because I'm not warmed up. Because I'm rushing to get out here before, you know, other riders show up. And I know I only have one battery, so I'm kind of rushing through this. It is what it is, man. That's the downside of being average, I guess. You're clear. It's all good. Yeah, one more. Yep. You're clear. How you going? Yeah, you too. So I do wish that I didn't have my phone in my pocket. Not that it's any kind of hindrance or anything, but I think visually, when people see like a big bulky item in a pocket, it just pulls them out of the, you know, the viewing experience for a split second. Yeah, it's funny, at least three guys just rode through here and nobody picked up this branch that's crossing the trail. Guess that's what average people do, pick up branches. Yo, here's the deal. There is a fast section of trail coming up here. If I can do this without falling down, that I think is going to look good POV. The problem is, like, fast and rugged, it's not going to look good with my one song choice. But it'll look awesome with the other choice. So if I go with the one song choice, I got to figure out how to make fast, flowy, but rugged look good with the song. Rocky stuff like this rarely translates on camera, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I've burnt halfway through this battery, so here's the deal. I'm done with this part. I'm going to go put the full face on and get some POV footage, just because I don't think I got enough dynamic quality footage just throwing my camera on the ground in various places to get shots. Here is the finale, what you've all been waiting for. It's going to be remarkably average, but let's see if I can hold your attention. Thanks for riding with me. Peace.
Of your son, you lay your breath heavy on not anyone. Won't you sit for a while? Won't you rest yourself? You know it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself. You know it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself. Cheap red wine, all my sacred sins and all your dirty lies. And I ride, and I ride, and I ride, and I ride. I keep riding even when I don't know why. I keep riding even when I don't know why. Flowers blue, where the trees stretch and wrap themselves